short information about the program. It is optional. Okay, so in second line, in comment line we have written what? Program using built-in function. In second line we have written num is a name of variable. After that equal to, then we are using int input. Inside input we have written enter a number. We are writing this line why? To accept a integer from user. To accept a integer from user we have to write this complete line. Means first we have to write the name of variable equal to, then int, means we want a number not in decimal form. That is why we are writing int function. And after that input, inside input we are writing a message. The name in this message is what? Enter a number. In third line we are writing print statement. Inside print statement in double quotation we have written number enter equal to in double quotation, means this will print on the output screen. After that comma, then num is variable which is storing the value which is accepted from the user, so we have written num. In fourth line we have written onum is a name of variable. After that equal to, then oct, oct, in short we have written oct. Inside oct we have written num is a name of variable. In fifth line hnum equal to hex. Inside parenthesis we have written num. So onum is a name of variable. After that equal to, then oct is a function, means it is a built-in function of Python which convert the number into octal form. So inside parenthesis we have written num is a variable which we have accepted a value and stored inside it. After that in next line we have written hnum is also a variable. After that equal to hex is a name of Python built-in function which convert a number into hexadecimal form. Inside parenthesis we have written num as argument because num is storing the value which is accepted from the user. And this is function call. Why? There is name of function, inside parenthesis we are providing argument. So these two line are function call. You can see this is Python built-in function. That is why there is no def, means no function definition is there in this program. Why? Because when we are using Python built-in function, then we are not defining that function. That function is already defined inside Python interpreter. So we can directly use that function. So these two line are function call, means oct means here the number is converted into octal form. In next line hex, in this the number is converted into hexadecimal. So these two function oct and hex do not return a number, they return a string representation of converted number. Means oct function will return octal string for given number. Example 0 O plus octal equivalent of number. Hex function will return hex string for given number. Example 0x plus hexadecimal equivalent of number. And after that we have written print statement to print this. So inside print statement we have written octal conversation yield equal to comma onum. Why onum? Because all the calculated part is stored inside this variable onum. In next line another print statement is written, print hexadecimal conversation yield comma hnum, means this message is inside double quotation, so this will print on the output screen, and hnum containing the calculated part, so it is not written in quotation, means the value which is present inside this will print on the output screen. So in this line, enter a number. So in out, see, this is the output of this particular program. When this line will execute, means here we have to accept a number from user. So this message will be printed, means enter a number. After that, user will enter a number 17. Okay. After that, this print statement will execute, means number entered, num. Num is storing 17, which the value is inserted by the user or programmer. So number entered equal to 70 we will get on the output screen. After that, this print statement will execute, means this message will be there, octal conversation, and after that, see here, onum is storing the calculated value, means the when the number is converted into octal form, the value is stored inside onum variable. So we will get like this 0O21. After that, this print statement will execute, hexadecimal conversion, this message will be printed. After that, hnum is containing the calculated part of when the number is converted into hexadecimal. So we will get what? 0x11. See here in output how we are getting this, means when we are converting any number to octal form, at the starting it will come 0, after that O, and 21 how we will get, means when we will find the LCM of 17 by 8, then we will get 21. See here, when we convert any number into hexadecimal, at the beginning it will come 0x. When we will find the LCM of 17 by 16, we will get 11. In above code, we have used function hex and oct for hexadecimal and octal conversion of a number respectively. These are Python built-in function that take a number and return string representation of hexadecimal and octal equivalent respectively of the given number. There is one more function bin, means that give string representation of binary equivalent of given number, means there are total 3: oct for octal, hex for hexadecimal, and bin for binary. Means when we are using this function, they will not return a number, they will return a string representation of converted number. And all these three are Python built-in function. Similarly, consider following program that uses two more built-in function. The number one is int and second is round. Int function will truncates the fractional part of a given number and returns only the integer or whole number. Means when we are using this int function, it will remove the decimal part of a given number. Like if there is a number 9.0124, so 0124 will be removed, we will get only 9 when we are using int function. Second one is round. In round function, there is two argument. First is number and after that n digit. So returns number rounded to n digit after the decimal point. If n digit is not given, it return the nearest integer to its input. Means if there is a number like 5.555682, so and there is no n digit, then the round function will return what? Only 6, because 6 is a nearest integer to its input. If the digit is given, then it will return in the form of digit, means in digit n digit it is written 3. So we will get number like 5.555. See program 4.2. Write a program that input a real number and convert it into nearest integer using two different built-in functions. It also displays the given number rounded off to 3 places after decimal. So in this program we have to accept a real number as input, and after that we have to convert into nearest integer using two different built-in function of Python, and after that we have to display it in the given number round off 3 places after decimal. So we will write the program like this. First we will accept a number. For this we will write this first line, means in num is a name of variable, after that equal to float. Why? Because we want a number in the form of decimal form. That is why we have written float function. After that input function, inside input function we have written the message enter a real number, and now at last see here double parenthesis bracket is closed. Why? Because double parenthesis bracket is open here, one for float and another for input function. So we will write this line. In next line we have written tnum. Tnum is a name of variable. After that we have written equal to, then we are using int num. Int is a function. Inside this function, means inside this parenthesis we have written num. Why? Num is a variable and which is storing the input value which we have accepted from user. So num is written inside this function. After that in next line we have written rnum. Rnum is a name of variable. After that equal to, then round num. Round is a name of function. Inside this function, means inside this parenthesis we have written num. Why? Num is a variable which is storing the value which we have accepted from the user. These two line are function call. These two are built-in Python built-in function. The name of first function is int function, which will remove the decimal part. Means if there is a number like 10.25, so it will remove 0.25, means we will get as output 10. So we are using input function, and after that in second line we are using round function. Round contain mainly two argument. First is what? Number, and after that n digit. If n digit is not given, then it will move to nearest integer. And inside this function also we have written num. So these two line are function call. These two are Python built-in function. So in next line means print, we have written what? Number in double quotation. So number will print on the output screen. After that comma, then num. Num is a value which num is a variable inside which the value is stored which we have accepted from the user. After that comma, then converted to integer in two way, as this is written in double quotation, so it will print on the output screen. After that tnum. Tnum is containing the this int value, means int function, means this the value which is computed in int will store inside tnum. So we are writing here tnum, and after that and in double quotation, so and will print on the output screen. After that rnum. Rnum is containing the calculated part of round function, so it will print on the output screen. In next line we have written rnum2, means we are using round function once more, but here we are providing the two argument. First is what? Number, and after that comma we are providing the n digit, means how much part will print on the output screen after the decimal point. So we are providing n digit as 3, and at last we are writing print function. So num, the value of num, the value which is stored inside num will print on the output screen. After that, this message rounded off to 3 places after decimal is in double quotation, so it will print on the output screen. After that, r num2, means r num2 is a variable which is storing the calculated part of this round second function. See, this is the output of this following program. First, we are accepting a number, real number from the user. So user is providing a number like this, 5.5555682. After that, in next line, number is printed, and after that, see this one. This print statement, number, so number is printed as 5.5555682. After that, comma, num. Means when this print statement will execute, number is in double quotation, so number will print as same, means number. After that, num is containing the value which we have accepted from the user. Here user is providing what, 5.5555682, so it will print here. After that, the message is converted to integer in two way as, so it will print here, converted to integer in two way as tnum. Tnum is a variable which is storing the calculated part of int. So when we are using int function, it will remove the decimal part, means the number is like this which the user is providing, so we will get tnum as 5. Why? The rest part after decimal is removed in int function, means when the int function will execute, it will remove all the decimal part, so we will get number 5 when tnum is executed. This tnum is executed, we will get 5. And is printed because and is in double quotation, so and will print. After that, rnum is a variable which is storing the calculated part of round. In this round function, we are using only one argument, means what, number, so it will print the nearest number, means when the n digit is not there, so it will print the nearest number. So the number is what, 5.5555682, so the nearest integer will be what, 6, so we will get 6. Once again I am explaining this print statement. See here, print statement is there. In print statement, number is written in double quotation, so it will print on the output screen. After that, num is containing the value which is provided by the user, so the value is provided as 5.5555682, so it will printed on the output screen. After that, in double quotation, it is written converted to integer in two way as, so it will print till here, two way as. After that, see here, tnum is a variable which is storing the calculated value of int function. So when the int function will execute, it will remove the decimal part. So if the number is like 5.5555682, so the decimal part will be removed. So when this tnum will execute, we will get 5. Why? Because input function remove the decimal part, that is why we are getting 5 here. And after that, and is in double quotation, so it will print on the output screen. After that, there is rnum. Rnum is a variable which is storing the calculated part value of round function. In this round function there is only one argument, only number is there, so it will print the nearest integer. So the nearest integer of this number, the number is what? 5.5555682. so the nearest number will be 6 because it is above 50, so it will print 6 here. Then second round function is also there. So r num2 is second, r num2 is also a variable for second time when we are using round function. But here when we are using the round function, here there are two argument. One is what? Num, and after that comma 3. 3 is a end digit. Means we want to print, means when this function will execute, it will indicate that how much decimal part you want to print on the output screen. So when this print statement will execute num, num containing what? The value which is provided by the user, means the number is what? 5.5555682. after that in double quotation it is written as rounded off to 3 places after decimal, means this complete message will print on the output screen. And after that see here r num2. r num2 is a variable which is storing the calculated part or value of round function, second round function. So we will get, when this variable will execute, means this function will execute, it containing what value? 5.556. why? Because here end digit is written 3, so after decimal 3 is printed, means 556, rest are removed. See here, the behavior of round can be surprising for floats. Example, round when we are providing value as 0.5 and round minus 0.5 are 0, means when this round function will execute we will get value as 0, and round of 1.5 is 2. Let us now use some string function. Although you have worked with many string function in your previous class, let us use 3 new string based function. These are string join, string split and string replace. These 3 functions we will use. Let us understand and use this string function practically. Carefully go through the example. Means how we will use string function join. See here, str is a string dot join, means when we will use this function, how the output will be printed. See here, means this str will contain the symbol or character or string. After that join, inside join means inside parentheses we will provide string. See here, this example, star is written in double quotation, means it is str dot join. Join is the name of function. Inside parentheses we have provided a string hello in double quotation. So this is input. When this particular line will execute, we will get output like this. Means after every character this asterisk symbol will be inserted automatically. Means see here, h, after that asterisk, e, asterisk, l, asterisk, l, asterisk, o. In this way it will join. In this example also see here, str means we are providing here 3 asterisk in double quotation. After that join, join is the name of function. In parentheses we have written trial. So when this line will execute, we will get output like this. What? Means first t will print, after that 3 time asterisk, after that r, after that 3 time asterisk, then I, after that 3 time asterisk, then a, after that 3 time asterisk, then l. In this way join function works. See, this is single means it is a character. See this one, a character is joined which each member of a given string to form a new string. Means here we are providing this string, we are getting a new string. This is string. Why? Because it is more than one. See this one, see a string triple asterisk here is joined with each member of given string. Trial is a given member string, so it will form a new string. Number 2, see this one, if a string base iterator is a list or tuple of a string, then the given string character is joined with each member of a list or tuple, but the tuple or list must have all the member as string, otherwise Python will raise an error. See here, means we are providing this as input. Here str is what? Double dollar symbol, after that join in parenthesis trial. This bracket indicate what? List. So inside list two element is there, trial comma hello. So when this particular line will execute, we will get output like this. Means first trial will print, after that double dollar symbol, then hello will print in this way. If we are providing this as an input, means this symbol indicate what? Tuple. So here in input we are providing tuple. First str means 3 pound symbol or hashtag we are providing. After that dot join, join is a name of function. Inside tuple 3 element is there, what? Trial, hello and new. So when this line will execute, we will get output like this. Means trial, after that 3 pound symbol or hashtag, after that hello, 3 pound or hashtag symbol and new. So in this way the string join function work. Second function is split. If you do not provide any argument to split, then by default it will split the given string considering white space as a separator. See this line, we are providing as input. Means in double quotation we have written I love Python dot split. You can see the parenthesis of split is empty, means there is no argument present inside split function. So when this line will execute, we will get output like this. Means it will separate this line, this thing. Means first I will come, after that love will come, and after that Python will come. Why? The space is as treated as white space. So if the split function is empty, means if we are not providing any argument to split function, so it will take the white space. The white space is what? Means the blank space, the space which we are providing here after I. Means there is a space, I, there is a space, after that love, there is a space, and after that Python is written. So when this parenthesis is empty of split function, so it will split like this. I will be separated by quotation, single quotation, after that comma, then love in single quotation, comma, then Python. Previously this all three were coming together, but when we are using split function, it will divide into 3 parts. If there is no argument, then it will separate according to the space or white space which we are providing here. But if we are providing means if we are not providing any argument, we will get output like same. Both the output are same. See here in this parenthesis there is nothing, but in this parenthesis we are provided double quotation. Double quotation is treated as white space, but the output will be same. But if we are providing argument in split function, so if we provide a string or a character as an argument to split function, then the given string is divided into parts considering the given string character as separator, and separator character is not included in the split string. This is input. See here, in double quotation it is written I love Python. After that double quotation is closed, then dot, then split function. Inside split function means inside the parenthesis we are providing O in double quotation. So when this line will execute, means this function will execute, we will get output like this. Why? See here, means all the O present in this message will removed. See, first I is coming, after that see here L, and then this part O V, means O will removed. Split O means it will remove all the O which are present in this message. So I will come, after that L will come, means O is there, so I and L will come together in single quotation, then comma, then see here VE, O is removed, so in next we will get VE, after that space is there, that is why space will come, then Python, PY, TH will come, after that O is there, so O will removed. So in second element we will get what? VE space PYTH, then comma. After that see here O is there, O will remove in Python. After that at last in Python N is there, that is why we will get N at the last. Means if we are providing in split function O, it will remove all the O present inside the particular message, and from that it will separate the element also. See here I is there, I will come, after that L is there, that is why I and L will come in single quotation together, but space is there, that is why in between I and L there will space. After that O will removed. Why? Because O is as argument in split function, so O will removed, so we will get what? VE. After that space is there, that is why space will come. In Python it will come what? PYTH it will come, and after H there is O, so O will removed, so VE and PYTH will come in single quotation together. After that comma, O will remove, so at last N is only left, that is why N will come at separate in single quotation. So when we are using split function, it will split like this. Next function is replace. Means this is input, means we are writing I love Python dot replace. Replace is a name of function. Inside parentheses we have written Python comma programming, means we want to replace Python, and in place of Python we want to write programming. So when this Python this function will execute, we will get output like this, means I love programming. Why? Because we are using replace function. Inside replace function there is two argument, means first argument means what? Which part you want to replace, means you want to remove, so we want to remove Python, and in place of Python what you will write? Programming. So when this line will execute, we will get output like this, means Python will remove and we will get programming. This will remove, Python will remove, and we will get, in place of Python we will get programming when this replace function will execute. See program 4.3. Write a program that inputs a main string and then creates an encrypted string by embedding a short symbol based string after each character. The program should also be able to produce the decrypt string from encrypted string. Means in this program we have to accept input as main string from the user, and after that we have to create a encrypted string by embedding, means adding a short symbol based string after each character. The program should also be able to produce the decrypted string from encrypted string. Means first we will accept the main string with the help of user, and after that we will create into encrypted form by adding some symbol, and after that we have to convert into decrypted form. Decrypted form means it will again convert back to encrypted form. Means encryption and decryption is mainly used for security purpose. Means in a program, in any software, you can easily see encryption and decryption. Encryption means it convert your normal or information into a form that can be only understood to the person who will use that information. No other person can understand that. So encryption and decryption process is mainly used for security purpose. Means it convert the information in the form that will be only understood to the person who will receive the message, means the genuine person. No other person will not understand this. Means the sender will encrypt the message and the receiver will decrypt the message. Means decryption means it will convert the message into original form so it can be understood, and encryption means it will convert the message in a form that will not understood easily. In this program we have to use user defined function. So we will write the program like this. See here, first def means what? Definition of function start. Here we are, the name of function is what? Encrypt. Inside encryption two argument is there. First is what? str comma, second is what? N key, after that colon. This is function header of encryption function, encrypt function. After that colon is there, means it is a block statement, it is a compound statement, means it will contain a body. In next line there is return n key dot join str. Another function is there. See here, this function is completed. Another function is there, def decrypt. Decrypt is another function name. The name of this function is what? Decrypt. This function also contain two argument, str and en key, and after that at last see here colon, because this is function header. In next line there is return str dot split en key in parentheses. So here two function we are taking. This all two are user defined function. So when we are using user defined function, so there will be function definition. First see this one, first function def. The name of function is what is encrypt. In this function containing two argument, first is str. This means what? The string, comma en key will contain the symbol. Means this is string and this is symbol. This is encrypted function. So in next line in function body we are writing what? Return en key dot join, in parentheses we are writing what? str. str means what? It is actually the string. Means we are using here join function. In join function first the symbol is there in double quotation or single quotation. So en key represent what? The symbol which will be added with the original string. So n key dot join, join is the name of function. Inside join str means the string, the actual string will be there. So means when we are converting the string into encrypted form, we have to add the symbol after each character. So that is why we are using here join function. So this is function header, and in the body of function return n key. N key represent what? The symbol which will be added with the string. Dot join, join is the name of function containing str. str represent what? This is the name of variable. This contain the actual string. Why? Because when we are encrypting the message means the information, the string, it will be added with the symbol. For second function, see here, the name of function is what? Decrypt. It will also, when encrypt function is containing two argument, then decrypt function will also contain two argument, the same argument. See here, str and key. Okay, see the body of the function means in decryption process we have to convert the converted string into original form. So we will use which function of string? Split. Means we will remove the symbol which is attached with the string. So we will use the split. Mainly what we do in decryption we are converting the converted message into original form. How we will convert in original form? By removing the symbol which is attached with the original string. So we will use split function. So we will write what? Str means it contains the original string dot split. Split is the name of function, and in parenthesis it is written n key. Means we want to remove the symbol present in this string. That is why in split function we are providing argument as the symbol. Means we want to remove the symbol which is present in this string. So in split function we are providing n key. Once again I am explaining this. See here, this is first function. In this program, first we will accept the original string from the user, and after that we will convert that string into encrypted form, and after that we will convert into decrypted form. So in this program we will use two user defined function. So that is why we are means if we are using user defined function, first we have to write the definition of function. So two function will be required. So the name of first function is what? Encrypt, and the name of second function is what? Decrypt. Both function will contain same argument, means two argument. See here, encrypt function is also containing two argument, and decrypt function is also containing two argument. So this first line is function header. Def means definition. After that encrypt is the name of function. In parentheses these two are argument. Then colon indicate what? It is a compound statement, means it will contain a body. The second statement is the body of this function, means what we have written? Return n key. See here, str represent what? The original string. Okay, str is actually a value containing the original string. After that n key is a variable which is containing the symbol which will be attached or joined with the string. So in encryption we will join the symbol with string. So we will use which function? Join function. So we will write like this: n key storing what? N key is the name of variable which is storing the symbol which will be used with the string. So we will first write n key, then we have to join. So we will use join function. In parentheses of join function we will write str. Str is the name of variable which is storing the actual string. After that second function, decryption. In encryption we have attached the symbol with the string. In decryption we will remove the symbol from the string. So in this, see here, def is the means definition of function start. The name of function is what? Decrypt. It will also contain two argument in parentheses, then colon, return. This is the body of this function. Then return str. Str is the name of variable which is storing the actual string, means the correct string. After that dot and split, means in decryption we will remove the symbol. That is why we are using split function to remove the symbol. In split function we are providing n key as an argument. Means if we will provide n key as an argument, it will remove all the symbol which is attached with the string. This part is clear. As we know that Python interpreter read the function header, but it will execute the body of function when there is a function call. So after reading this two line, the Python interpreter will come to this top level statement, means here, means we will accept a string from user. So main string is a name of variable which will store the string which we are accepting from the user. So we will use what? Input. Here we are accepting input as a string. That is why we are not using int and float function with input. We are directly using input, because as we know that input function by default return in the form of string, and here we need string as input. So main string is the name of variable. After that, input, inside input we are writing message enter main string. After that, and encrypt str is the name of variable, comma input enter encryption key. This message will also print, means here we are accepting the string from the user. In second line, encrypt str is the name of variable which is storing the encryption key. Encryption key means the symbol, which symbol will be attached with the string. In next line, enstr is the name of variable equal to encrypt. Encrypt is the name of function. See here, is the name of function. Main string means this function contain two argument. Main string what? Means main string is a variable which is containing the string which is accepted from the user. So main string is there. After that, encrypt str. Encrypt str means it store what? It is a name of variable which is storing the symbol which will attached or joined with the string. So this is a function call of this encrypt function. Okay, this line is function call of encrypt function. So these two are function definition. This here we are accepting the string from the user. In this line we are also here we are accepting the symbol which will be attached with the string. Third line is a function call of this function encrypt, and fourth line, see here, dlst equal to decrypt enstr comma encrypt str. Delst is the name of variable, and see here this is the name of function decrypt. This function is called, this means this is a function call of this. So delst is a name of variable equal to decrypt. After that, enstr is an argument which is storing the encrypted part of string. See here, this is entr storing the encrypted string. After that, encrypt str, it is storing the symbol which is accepted from the user. Once again, see here, delst is the name of variable. After a decrypt is the name of function. See here, the function definition is present here. Okay, the function definition is present here, and this is function call of decrypt. It will contain two argument. It is containing what? enstr is the name of variables. You can see here, enstr storing the encrypted form of string. After that, comma encrypt str, see here, present here, it is storing the symbol which is accepted from the user, and it will attach with the string. After that, this is comment line. We are writing here destr. Destr is a name of variable, means in decryption we will remove the symbol present in the string. So we have to use the join function. So we are using here destr is the name of variable. After that, double quotation blank dot join delst. Delst store what? Decrypted part. But when we are decrypting, means we have to convert the string in the original form. So we are using join function here. And at last, two print statement is there, which will print the encrypted string is enstr, means this one. enstr contain the encrypted, means it contain the encrypted part. So this encrypted part will printed on the output screen. When this print statement will execute, it will print the decrypted part, means destr. See here, destr. So it will print the decrypted part on the output string. See the output of this program. First, we have to accept the string from the user. So enter main string we have written in the message. We have written here na, enter main string. So after seeing this message, user is providing a string in the with my name string. Okay, this message will be there. So after that, user will provide the string my main string. After that, see here, this means we have to accept the symbol which will be attached with the string. This is string. The string is what? My name string. So here the user is providing the symbol, means see here, enter encryption key. So enter encryption key means here is providing which symbol? At the rate and dollar. Means at the rate and dollar. This is string and this is symbol. When the this line will execute, means this function will execute, means encryption function. So we will get output like this. This line, see this line. The encrypted string is M. M is there. After at the rate dollar. After that Y at the rate dollar. In this form, we will get the output. This is encrypted form.